Well, hello everyone, sports fans, Chiefs Kingdom. This is Counter X Baker TV here. So time for another prediction video, as it's this Monday night football. We have the Chiefs taking on the Washington Commanders in Week 8, and well, the Chiefs, we seem to be back on track. We had a shutout win last Sunday, 31-0 shutout win of the Las Vegas Raiders. Absolutely dominating performance. Uh, the Raiders, I think, only had like two plays, maybe one play in the red zone. And yeah, so it seemed like the Chiefs had the ball for the entire game. And yeah, and that was our first ever, I believe, our first ever shutout of the Raiders. And we've, I've faced them many, many times. So yeah, it was pretty crazy game that turned out to be. We got Rashee Rice back, and he scored twice in his season debut. So that was great to see. And yeah, and we're 4-3, but are not in first place in the AFC West. That I believe belongs to the Broncos and the Chargers, tied for first place currently. So, and facing a Commanders team that will be without quarterback Jayden Daniels for this game. That's right, the reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year will be out in this one with a hamstring injury that he suffered last week in their loss to the Cowboys. So instead, the Commanders will have backup veteran quarterback Marcus Mariota getting the start at quarterback. And yeah, so too bad we won't have Mahomes, the two-time MVP, against potentially a future MVP in Jayden Daniels. So we won't have that, unfortunately, but I'm sure we will at some point. So, and boys, Commanders team that made it all the way to the NFC title game last year. So far this year, they're off to a bit of an up and down start. They won their first game of the season and then lost their next one, and then in their third game they scored 40 points, and so they're 3-4 currently. Lost last week to Dallas, and yeah, Jayden Daniels left that game with a hamstring injury. So they've lost back-to-back games now. They lost 2 weeks ago. Ironically, that was also on a Monday night to the Chicago Bears in a last-second field goal. So they've had an up-and-down season. They've dealt with a lot of injuries also. But even though they're going to be without Jayden Daniels in this one, they're expected to get back their top two receivers. That's Terry McLaurin and the former 49er Deebo Samuel back for this game. So, yeah, they're getting back two key weapons. So, and Marcus Mariota, who has started twice already this season. Daniels did not play in weeks 3 and 4 due to a knee injury, and then came back. And first game played pretty solid. Next two weren't so great, and then he got hurt last week, a hamstring injury, and that lost to the Cowboys. So, after last year, he led Washington all the way to the NFC title game, knocking off the Buccaneers and the top-seeded Lions. So, and yeah, it's been an up-and-down year for them so far. Like I said, dealt with quite a bit of injuries. Their defense also has struggled at times this season also. So, but the Chiefs were getting healthy at a big time of the year. Got Rashee Rice back. Hopefully, we'll be with Xavier Worthy for this game. He left early, albeit it was a blowout game, so most of our starters didn't even play for like the final quarter. But Xavier Worthy left in what appeared to be another shoulder injury, so hopefully he can play in this game. Of course, last week was the first time we had Worthy, Rice, and Hollywood Brown all play together in one game. So, and yeah, and so after this game, we would then have a tough test, be on the road a week from Sunday against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. We've played the Bills the past, I think, 5 years, And of course, the Bills have gotten us in the regular season, but it's been a different story in the postseason. So, and the Bills, they've lost two straight. They're coming off a bye week, actually. They're playing tomorrow against the all of a sudden hot and very well playing Carolina Panthers. Carolina is at 500 for the first time in a while, and albeit they beat the winless New York Jets last Sunday, they got a statement win against the Cowboys a couple weeks ago, and so they're trying to get another statement win tomorrow against Buffalo. So, yeah, that game against Buffalo next Sunday will definitely be an interesting one for sure. And then after that game, it'll be our bye week in week 10, and then we'll face the Denver Broncos in a huge division matchup coming out of our bye week. So, score prediction for this one, I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win in this one. I'm going to say 28-20. Yeah, 28-20 is my score prediction. I think it will be a close game, even though the Commanders won't have Jane Daniels. But Marcus Mariota, in the two games he has started in, has actually played pretty solid, and was even solid when he came in relief last week also. So, anyway, till Monday night against Washington, counter saying, go Chiefs.